Hey guys, so I'm back in Tanzania and I just want to do a little video to say I'm back safe, all is well. I'm in Feather's Tail. There are a lot of things to deal with every time I go away, and that can come from all different avenues, but the most concerning ones are when people are sick. And some of the children with HIV, their health has took a bit of a nosedive. And we can only battle it with targeted nutrition for the next few weeks or months and see how we get off with that. It does work, regardless of your belief system or your moral belief system or whatever regarding diet. I've brought people back from the brink of death with a high fruit diet who have HIV. It's just easy to digest, and it's so full of vitamins and minerals and phytonutrients. It works. Ultimately, guys, I've tried and tested it. It works here. And I had a lady, and you know, I'll tell you something. One of the children who's sick with his HIV right now, he said, I said, what is it that you feel like eating? He said, all I can eat is fruit. And I was like, well, let's do what your body's telling you to do. So they're heavier to digest, things like the beans and stuff. His body doesn't want them. It's telling him, no, I don't want that. And I had a lady like that. All she could eat was oranges. Now the doctors here would have told her, you have to eat proper substantial food. And I said, no, if your body tells you just to eat oranges, you eat just oranges for a while, because this can work, this can help. And within a few days of just eating oranges, she wanted to eat bananas, then she wanted to eat jackfruit, and her health built up and she became strong again. And this is a lady, this time last year I made a video and I was heartbroken. She and I both thought, as I left for the UK at Christmas last year, that I would never see her again. And when I came back, she said, I didn't think I would be alive by the time you got back. And I had the same feeling when I left her. And now, just today, she was smiling and laughing with me and joking, a year down the line, because we put her on a totally fruit diet, because it's what her body asked for, and we pulled her back from the brink. You know, her CD4 and her immune was so low that she was just being exposed to everything, and now it's building itself back up again. It's an interesting virus, HIV/AIDS, and doctors really don't know the solution as of yet. ARVs, antiretroviral drugs, are amazing, and they prolong life in a big way. So that's something to be thankful of. I'm always careful to say this. I've gone off on a tangent here. I want to tell you how it feels about coming back, but I'm always careful to say, when you have an issue with big pharma, don't have an issue with the miracle of modern medicine. Have an issue with the way big pharma's run and the way that it pushes certain agendas. But don't blanket call all of modern medicine that, because there are people here. Most persons were dying very young with HIV, and now they have nice, decent lifespans because of this drug. And many families here, before the introduction of anti-malarials and things like that, which comes from pharmaceutical companies, children would die all the time, constantly. I probably would have been dead here because I've had malaria 3 times now. And you feel horrible when you have it, and when you take the medication, within a day and the parasite starts to die, you start to see, okay, something's not trying to kill me anymore. So, just off on a tiny tangent with the HIV thing and the big pharma thing, don't call everything under big pharma evil, because it's just not. Some of it's a real blessing, a true blessing, it really is. And this includes certain antibiotics, this includes anti-malarials, this includes the antiretrovirals, which allow our children to live fuller and longer lives than what they would have without them. Anyway, back off that tangent. That's one of the things that's sitting big on me at the moment, is the fact one of the children who's very dear to me has took a nosedive with his health, so it's probably why I'm speaking about it the most. But other stuff going on as well. I need to prepare everything, and that includes getting the staff remotivated and back on a schedule. I also am about to take some drastic action with regards to things. For the full expanse of my time here, I've done my best to let people know that I am not in charge. This is going to be a communal effort between all of us, but people still come to me as the leader, as the head of everything. And I'm going to make drastic changes. I'm going to ban completely the use of me to manage certain aspects of things here. And I'm doing this on purpose. Because I need to make this place as sustainable as I can, but I also need to make it self-replicating. This is my goal, otherwise I feel I will have failed. And also, if I am not here, this needs to be able to keep doing its thing. So part of that is that I want the sustainability, as you all know, which is what we're going to start working on shortly, which is the farming side of things. I believe if we get a big enough and healthy enough farm going, then it can support the work we do here if it uses the new technologies and techniques and knowledge from permaculture. That said, as I say, if I step away from here and this place can't survive, then I've failed. For sure, the time I'm here, I haven't failed, but if I step away and it can't survive, I've failed. And likewise, if it can't be managed fully by Tanzanian staff, then I failed. How can I replicate it? I can't replicate myself to go with the new feathers till. So this is a big thing that I'm doing at the moment, and I see a need for, because those who I left in charge, there was a few issues, because not with the people I left in charge, but the people beneath them kind of said, I'm not doing that, I'll wait until I hear John say it. So I see a major problem. So I'm literally going to blanket ban me managing certain aspects of it. And the NGO as a community and as a structure will, from now on, I will have roles and positions instead of just touching on everything. I'm going to segment it, and I'm going to say I never deal with staff management, I never deal with staff conflict, I won't be dealing with this sort of decision making or this sort of decision making. I'll oversee it to make sure nothing ridiculous goes wrong, and also to make sure that financially we have the ability to do so alongside with Tom, who already does that with me. But I won't be involved with it all as it is now, and I think this will slowly allow us to make things a true blueprint that is self-replicating as well, because it's okay of me creating the blueprint for a self-sustaining charity and a community like this, which is what my goal is, as well as spending the rest of my life caring for the children who are in my care as well. But this is one of my goals, is to get that blueprint and the self-replicating side of things. Then it needs to be able to do it without me there, which means I need to get used to creating structures where other Tanzanian members of staff can manage that. And it's not as easy in Tanzania. People don't have as good an education system here, so things that would be a little bit more clear to Western persons are not so clear here. Also about the way you treat one another, it's not so clear. You've got to remember Tanzania has a school system still, where they beat children and just tell them to copy stuff, etc. So this is something that we're influencing as well, but our staff have all been through that school system, so it's in them, it's part of them. So those things are going on as well, big things that I've learned upon coming back. Other stuff that's going on. Well, there are many things I need to do to change Fritzy and I's home life, because we have no privacy, and because of that it's draining us. And I'm going to do certain things to allow that to happen. It's just certain new rules that we can put in place, because at the moment it's just humanly not possible. There's a reason that nature didn't create us with the ability for the woman to give birth to 25 to 30 children, because two human beings can't listen to 25 or 30 children constantly. It can't happen. Your whole day, you can't then provide for them, because your whole day is spent listening to each child individually, and they'll all come at night time, this one said this to me, this one did that to me, I want some pocket money, I'd like to go and get my hair cut, can I get some money for that? And when you've got so many voices, and some of them have got mobile phones now as well, so they're texting me and stuff, then it's like, what? So we need to make adjustments to make our home life a little bit more, with more rules, so we're not 100% always at the mercy of Tanzania. We're going to make segmented times of the week where we have a sign on the gate and stuff that says, we're busy at the moment, don't come in. Do not disturb if you like, but we've never done that up to now, so we're going to try that out. Unless there's an emergency. Don't think I would just ignore people if there's an emergency. Yeah, much going on, and ultimately really happy to be back, filled with emotions, and really just wanted to make a short video to tell you all that I'm back and all's going well and a little of how I'm feeling. I think you'll probably pick up from the video that the thing that's sitting the heaviest on me is the fact that one of the children who has HIV has took a big hit with his health. And yeah, that breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. Because, you know, this is one of the children as well, where I have to watch over what he's eating, because like any child, he likes fruit, don't get me wrong. Like right now, all he wants to eat is fruit because his body's telling him, because everything else he eats makes him sick. But at the same time, when all of his brothers and sisters are grabbing whatever it is they're grabbing, and it's not fruit. I mean, a lot of the kids eat a lot of fruit anyway, but if they're grabbing something that's not fruit, he'll go with that. If he finds his way towards some bread instead of the fruit, he'll go for the bread. I know what he's like, so yeah, I need to work on that anyway. So I'll give you full updates over the coming month. We have so many children, it's impossible to update you on them all, but everyone's okay apart from that. Our 2 boys in rehab, I've had news that all is well with them, but I'm now at that tricky position where do I leave them at the rehab centre or bring them back, so I've got that to work out. But we'll follow all these journeys, and we're going to make a big effort to do much more in the field videoing. I kind of tapered away from it last year, but I've come up with some new ideas on how to do it and how to do it well without imposing too much on the privacy of the people that we try to help. Because sometimes, you know, when you go to help a family, for all I want to have the camera so you can see exactly what I'm walking into, it also creates this strange relationship from the offset with myself and the persons that we're trying to help, because I immediately put a camera between me and them, and I don't want to do that. So I've worked out a few ways to do things anyway. Everyone gives us permission, by the way, to share that which we film. We always ask and explain that we use it to show what's going on and to show that we need the fundraising, etc. But it's just that initial camera in your face instead of I'm a human being, here I am. And it's the same when new children come. I used to grab the camera, but I started getting the feeling I don't want them to get to know me through this lens. I want them to get to know me, and then the camera can come on later. Because until I have that farm, we are reliant on social media, which is a good thing as well, because on many levels it changes everything, hopefully. As I said, social media can change the world, and maybe those with bigger channels than I, if they do watch me, might get inspired to start doing something a little more productive off the back of it. So, okay, anyway, gonna go. Much love, guys, and I'll pick up with you fully with more energetic and, dare I say, exciting, or probably Tanzania-filled footage and videos over the next coming weeks. So, much love, guys. Bye.